Can you recommend any books, media, reading lists along the lines of the public waking up? One that comes to mind is Killing Hope by William Blum, or Confessions of an Economic Hitman, Perkins. Is there reading lists or film lists that you could recommend?
I would heartily recommend the 3-volume work or 3-part work by Gene Sharp. Gene Sharp, he has a 3-part book on Politics of Nonviolent Action, but I must add that there are limitations. And one gist of the argument is that contrary to the foundations of Marxist thinking, most of power rests in people who obey orders, not just give orders. So if you refuse to obey orders, you have the potential to topple whoever, including guys like Stalin. Of course, this is not risk-free. You can you lose your head, and hundreds of thousands of people like you can lose your heads. But you can't say that you don't have the potential. Limitation is that his focus is mostly on human power. And as somebody who is at least cognizant of millions of other species and forces that are non-human, I must add that we have to be cognizant of our powerlessness also, and I emphasized this at the beginning. Yes, we do have the power to topple anybody, but we are also collectively powerless against certain forces. And this has to be part of our message for the urgency of the need to organize, because we are not prepared for non-human threats, not properly. The book versions of it are available online. He lists 198 methods of nonviolent action, in addition to all the violent things you can do, which is useful to go to. But I must say that most of this is based on historical examples. He makes the point that he didn't invent any of this. This goes back to Roman times, if not before. But what we face is a global issue, or several global issues, and we have to organize globally, and there are no examples of that. So you can't study this from books and DVDs and whatever. We have to create certain things. We have to act as if we are potential members of a global community. For this, there is no blueprint. You can waste a lot of time learning. As Stoic philosophers would tell you, learning can be a good waste of time, whatever. So there is much that we have to invent as we, cook, freshly in the kitchen.